Hi everyone. So I have been meaning to do a video or record a video explaining why I'm changing my surname for quite a while now. And a lot of you know about the story, a lot of you know about how Susie and I met, a lot of you know about the ins and outs of how it all happened. So when I was younger, I was with a foster family who were absolutely lovely and kind and generous, and I absolutely loved them to pieces. And I lived with them for about 9 months, and then they decided that foster care wasn't for them anymore, so they wanted to progress on to spending more time with their grandkids and doing all that kind of stuff. And at the time, I was dog sitting for Susie, and in exchange for looking after her dogs, she would tutor me in maths and science. So it was a really win-win situation. So I remember vividly the day that she and I were going for a walk down Bathsford Reserve with her doggies, and I explained to her that I was a bit worried about the situation that I was going to find myself in. Um, it's hard making new friends, it's hard changing your entire life, it's hard adapting to new surroundings. And I remember she just turned to me and she said, "Well, why don't I do the foster care training and you just come and live with me?" And I seriously could have cried that day. It was honestly, for someone to take on an adolescent young person and to support them through their most intensely emotional years of their life is huge. And to go and do the 8 weeks of training and to, just change your life completely just so that, you know, uh, this young person that you sort of bring into your life. I can imagine it would have turned Susie's world upside down. She doesn't really share a lot with me, but I remember how back then I was so desperate to be loved and so desperate to express love. And I would tell Susie that I loved her, and she would always sort of keep that barrier and that boundary there, and say, like, "I'm not your mum. You've got a mum," and she um, really wanted me to have a good relationship with my biological mother. And as I got older and as life changed, Susie sort of became my biological mother. She became the most significant maternal figure in my life, and I just I just adore her. She would never intentionally hurt anybody, and I've learnt so much from her, and I've just become such a great person. Well, I think I've become a great person because of how she's taught me how to be a great person and how she's led by example. And she has just provided me with opportunities that I never would have had I not have been placed into care. And I think I've just got to be really, really grateful for that every day. And she's really sacrificed a lot for me, and that just is huge. That's huge because I've never really felt like people have prioritized me like that. Anytime I need to speak to Susie, I just have to pick up the phone and call her. I speak to her maybe 3, 4 times a day sometimes. Um, I just adore her. I love her so much. And so I'm changing my surname to Hadley because that's Susie's surname. And because she's loved me so much and she's cared for me so much, and she just basically just adores me and I adore her, I've decided to change my name. And some people are finding it hard to accept that, but it is my choice. And I'm not doing it to offend anybody, but I'm certainly doing it to make a statement um, as to how much I love Susie, and how much I consider her my mother, and how much I really, really, really just want her to know that I I love her. And I know I keep saying that I love her, but that's the primary theme here, is that I just adore Susie so much, and um, I believe that she has been my mother and will continue to be my mother for the rest of my life and for the rest of her life. And I am so grateful and I'm so lucky. And, you know, foster care reform really needs to happen. Um, there's still a lot of abuse in care, and I've got to be and I'm just so grateful that I've had a good experience, because that is really rare. It's extremely rare to have a good experience in foster care. So I would love to become more involved with promoting foster care reform, and also becoming a respite carer myself. Um, while I can't have a full-time foster child, I can do things like go and stay with a family over the weekend and care for the kids, just to give the parents a bit of a break. There's respite care like that. But I also encourage any of you who believe that you would be great foster parents, any of you who would love to have children but you can't have children. There are lots of kids out there who need good parents, and I think that, you know, from my experience, it can be absolutely life changing. I never would be at uni if it wasn't for Susie. I would never have recovered from some of the most major symptoms of borderline personality disorder if it wasn't for Susie. You know, I'm a more well equipped person now that I've had her in my life, and I really, really, really just um, want everyone to know that I'm changing my name. I'm changing my surname as a statement, because I love Susie so much, and I want her to know how much I love her. Back in the day, she really did struggle to say, I love you back. And now she just says it off the cuff. So we've really helped each other grow as humans. And, you know, I couldn't have asked for a better foster mum. I couldn't have asked for a better life. I am so grateful. And I could just sit here and start getting teary and start getting up, you know, overly emotional about it all. But I just want to reassure everybody, I'm not trying to hurt anyone. This is my choice, as I've said previously, and changing my surname is something that I've been thinking about for a long time. It's not just a spur of the moment decision, it's something that I've been looking into for a really long time, and I hope that you guys can respect that I've chosen to do it for the right reasons, and I hope that you're not offended by it. And if you are, come and have a chat with me, and maybe we can nut it out, and sort of, hopefully you can understand from where I'm coming from. But yeah, I love Susie. I love you guys. I love everybody. And this is pretty much the path that I want to go down. And in 4 years' time, when I graduate from uni, Susie will be there watching me, and she will be the main reason that I will have completed that degree, because I don't think that I could survive this life without her, or survive uni without her. She is just the most incredible person that I have ever met and that I have ever loved. And I never thought that it was even possible to love someone unconditionally, even if you're not their biological relative. And I would do anything for Susie, and I know that Susie would do anything for me. And I guess that's what makes it so beautiful, is that we're like two peas in a pod now, and we just adore each other. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope you kind of understand why I'm changing my name and where I'm coming from. And if it is affecting you, please just come and chat to me about it, and we'll hopefully work out some understanding. Okay, I hope you have a fantastic week. I have some tests at uni on, which I'm a bit stressed about, but I'll get through them, I'm sure. I hope you've had a beautiful weekend as well, and I'll be seeing you all soon. I'm going to try and start doing daily vlogging at some point. I've just got to get a good camera. I'm just using my Apple camera at the moment, but I'd love to get a Canon and actually really start making some good videos. But until then, have a lovely sleep and a great night, and hopefully I'll be seeing you or hearing from you soon. Mwah. Bye guys.